Hey everyone, this is Just Fishing LOL. Recently, one of our customers emailed me about his Sao Tabi Tanago rod. One of the middle sections had gotten stuck, and he was thinking about replacing the rod. So I thought this would be a useful video, not only for Sao Tabi owners, but for anyone using this style of telescopic microfishing rod. Today, I will show you how the rod comes apart, what to check if a section gets stuck, how to put it back together, and how to extend, collapse, and dry it properly. I have the rod here on the table. Under normal conditions, after you remove the front cap, the section should slide out smoothly. You should not need to shake it hard or force anything. If the sections are clean and in the right order, they should move easily just like this. Next, open the butt cap at the end of the handle. From here, you can remove the inner rod sections. Take them out slowly and lay them flat on the table one by one. I like to arrange them from the thickest section to the thinnest section. This makes it much easier to see the order and check whether anything is missing or out of place. For this Sao Tabi rod, there are 14 sections in total, including the handle section and the tip section. One important thing to know: the very tip section and the second section usually stay together. In normal use, you do not need to remove the very tip by itself. With this kind of rod, the most common damage is usually at the tip. It often happens when too much force is used while attaching the line. The tip is very fine because this is a microfishing rod, so use light pressure and keep your hands close to the tip. The other sections are usually much harder to damage during normal fishing, as long as the rod is extended and collapsed correctly. Now let us talk about a stuck section. If your rod gets stuck, first remove all the sections and lay them out in order, from thick to thin. Do not keep forcing the rod while everything is still inside the handle. That can make the problem worse. Once the sections are laid out, start with the two thinnest sections, the part that includes the rod tip. Insert those sections into the third section from the back toward the front. Then check whether they can extend and lock normally. After that, insert them into the fourth section and check again. Continue this same process section by section. Each time you add one section, test the fit. You are looking for a smooth slide and a light, even lock. If one section feels rough, too tight, or misaligned, stop there and check it before moving on. This method helps you find where the issue is instead of guessing. When every section is moving properly, put the full set of sections back into the handle and close the butt cap. Now let me show you how to extend a telescopic Tanago rod properly. Before extending the rod, attach your line to the rod tip first. This is much easier and safer while the rod is still collapsed. Then hold the base of the tip section gently but firmly with your thumb and index finger, like this. Pull the rod out section by section. When each section comes out, give it a light lock. You do not need to twist hard or pull with a lot of force. A small controlled pull is enough. Your thumb and index finger help guide the section and keep it aligned while it locks into place. Watch the hand position here. Keep working down the rod, one section at a time, until the rod is fully extended. Once all the sections are lightly locked, the rod is ready to fish. To collapse the rod, use the same careful hand position. Start from the thickest extended section, closest to the handle. Use steady, controlled pressure to release the lock and slide that section back in. Then move to the next section. Work from thick to thin, one section at a time. Do not push hard from the tip, and do not try to collapse several sections at once. That is one of the easiest ways to jam a telescopic rod. When you get back to the tip section, remove or wind back your line. Then the rod is fully collapsed and ready to go back into the case. One more reminder: when you extend the rod next time, never flick it open or whip it out. That is one of the easiest ways to jam the sections. One more important thing is maintenance. If your rod falls into the water, or if you fish in the rain, do not just close it and store it right away. When you get home, open the butt cap, remove all the sections, wipe them dry, and let them air dry completely before putting the rod away. Moisture trapped inside the rod can lead to stuck sections, mold, bad smell, corrosion on small metal parts, or long-term damage. This advice applies not only to the Sao Tabi rod, but also to many similar telescopic microfishing rods, including Tanago rods, tenkara rods, and other compact telescopic rods. I hope this helps. Tiny fish, big adventures.